Does unconditional love exist in a marriage? Does unconditional love exist in a marriage? Let's take a look at it. Now, first of all, what is unconditional love? And do unconditional love really exist? Unconditional love is when you love a person, not a thing, not an object, not a career, not a job, not none of those things, but it has to be a person. You love a person unconditionally. Okay? It's someone, whether it's a family member, whether it's a friend, whether it's a coworker, whether it's an associate, it can be a person, it can be any person, but as long as it's another human being that you love unconditionally. Okay? Now, what is this unconditional? No matter what. Okay, the mistakes they made, the problems you guys may have together, the things they may have said about you, done to you, the things that you may disapprove of them. This love is unconditional. That means that this love comes without conditions. Okay, and so do unconditional love exist? And the answer is yes. Okay, now, do unconditional love exist in a marriage? And the answer is no. So let's go to the existing part. Do unconditional love exist? Yes, it does exist because some people will love people unconditionally. A lot of you people out here is going to love your grandmother unconditionally. You're going to love your grandfather unconditionally. You're going to love your brother. You're going to love your sister. You're going to love your mom. You're going to love your dad unconditionally, and especially your kids. Most people do love their kids without conditions. Their kids can do some of the baddest things, some of the hard-headed things. Their kids can go in and out of prison. Their kids can mess up their life, and they still love their kids. They still protect these children no matter what. That's unconditional love. The children seem to get the most of this unconditional love than any other group, but unconditional love does exist. It typically exists within a family unit. What I mean by that is unconditional love typically exists when you know someone that is a family member of yours. Like we just said, a mom, a dad, a grandmother, a great granddad or a granddad, and children especially. And unconditional love can exist outside the family, typically with friends, family, coworkers, but it mostly exists inside the family. Now, the topic we're talking about is that does unconditional love exist in a marriage? And the answer is no. Why? Well, the marriage, between a man and a woman, they will come together. They should be one flesh. And they should be helpmates. That's the key word. A woman is to be a helpmate. A man can also be a helpmate. So they come together as individuals. They come together and they become one flesh. The two shall be one flesh, right? And the other one would be a helpmate. Okay. Now, unconditional love don't exist in a marriage because marriage requires routine maintenance. And when that maintenance is not filled, then that love falls away. So let me give you an example. A man and a woman come together as helpmates, but no longer are helping each other. They no longer are helpmates. That contract, that covenant that a man and a woman brought together is now violated. That covenant can be violated in many different ways. Okay, he or she is no longer a helpmate to me. That covenant can be violated through infidelity. That covenant can be violated through untrustworthy. You just don't trust each other. That covenant can be violated because someone has betrayed each other in either which way it may come out. It could be a betrayal through anger and bitterness. It can be betrayal through infidelity. It can be betrayal through trust. It can be betrayal through finance. It can be betrayal through sharing marital secrets that you should not be sharing with other people. It's marital secrets. And those things can be betrayal. And now, guess what? That love has what? Fallen apart. That love went away. Because why? But because marriage requires maintenance. Now what are the maintenance that marriage require? It requires that we maintain. This is maintenance. We maintain our trustworthiness. We maintain our loyalty and our faith towards each other. We maintain what? Our fidelity. We maintain what? Our secrets that we have that we don't share. We maintain those things. And we maintain those things by going through routine maintenance, through trust, and to honesty, and to transparency, and to communication, and to what? And to loving each other. Now, when you don't have these, when you don't go through these routine maintenance, okay, now you have the untrustworthiness. Someone is ready to go. You're not their mom. You're not their dad. You're not their children. You're not what? You're not a family member of theirs at all. You're not their grandparents. You're not their granddad. You're not their grandma. They out. They're gone. Because one thing about the family unit, that not the married unit, the husband and wife unit, but we're talking about the family unit, mom, dad, brother, sister, children, all those does require maintenance, okay? But that maintenance is always and every time overlooked, or it is ignored, or it is always forgiven. But inside of a marital unit, guess what? That maintenance has to be maintained because you're not blood relatives. You guys are actually helpmates. You come together, okay, to help one another and go through this world together, right, as helpmates. Now, you should love each other, granted. Okay, yes, you should love each other. You should have all these things together, like each other, have chemistry. You should love each other. You should be trustworthy. All these things you should have, but marriage has maintenance. And if you fail to do your chores in marriage, if you fail to maintain this marriage, if you fail to do the routine maintenance in this marriage, I got news for you. That love is not unconditional. It will fall away. And now you're looking at separation and you're looking at divorce. Because people, husband, or it's a wife, they will walk away if this marriage is not being maintained. Now, we just talked about ways to maintain a marriage. I want to go through that again. Fidelity. That means not cheating. Trustworthy. That means trust each other. Honesty. That means be honest to each other. Transparent. That means share things with each other, including things like codes to your phone, codes to your laptop computer, codes to your tablet, all those things. Be transparent. Be open with each other. Don't hide things with each other. Don't have secrets with each other. And then let's talk about secrets. You don't share marital secrets that you guys have that is very personal to yourself, very personal to y'all. You do not share those secrets with no one. I don't care who it is. You keep those secrets, whatever those secrets may be, between y'all two. Okay? But when you start doing things like that, violating that, not doing the maintenance on it, not making sure things are secure, not doing the right things, you will destroy this marriage, because marriage has to be maintained. Marriage has to have chores done to it. And marriage must what? It must have a husband and a wife come together as one. It must have a husband and wife come together as one with the same mind and the same thoughts. And the second you guys start going y'all separate way, you have a problem. And one thing about going your separate way, you create other situations like we just talked about. And those situations are created because the lack of faith in each other and the lack of transparency in each other and the lack of maintenance and the lack of chores that is done inside the marriage. One more thing. So what will happen if you don't keep up your house? You don't do the chores of your house. You don't maintain the house. Then the house become a piece of garbage that you spent $1 million for. You spent $500,000 for this house, but you never painted it. You never washed the floors. You never cleaned the walls. You never changed the carpet. You never shined the floors, the hardwood floors. You never did any maintenance on it. So now everything is tearing apart. Everything is starting to break. It takes years for it to happen, but it will happen. Same thing with a car. Same thing with anything. You must maintain it. And same thing with a marriage. Marriage has to be maintained. You guys know that, and I know that, because the second you start slipping, what do the husbands say? What have you done for me lately? What do the wife say? What have you done for me lately? Oh, we had a great time in the last 10 years. Oh, we had a wonderful time in the last 10 years, says the wife. We had a wonderful time in the last 10 years, says the husband. We had a wonderful time in the last 20 years, says the husband and wife. But they also says, listen, that's in the past. What have you done for me lately? What have you done for this marriage lately? What have you done for us lately? What have you done lately? That means what maintenance are you doing now? What chores you doing now? How are you keeping this marriage together now? So marriage does require maintenance, y'all. And marriage do not have unconditional love because it's not by blood, but it is by a helpmate. A man and a woman to come together to be fruitful and multiply. And a man and a woman is to be what? Helpmates to each other. Now, your children is blood. That's going to be unconditional. Your mom and your father is blood. That's going to be unconditional. Your family members, some of them are going to be unconditional, not all of them. You see. But unconditional love is not going to run through the marriage. But it's definitely going to run through them children. You love them no matter what. They seem like the children can't do anything wrong. It's two types of people that can't do nothing wrong. It's always going to be the children. And it's always going to be the grandchildren. They will get that unconditional love. Thank you for watching this video. I hope I said something that may trigger you guys. Please don't forget to like. Please don't forget to subscribe. And please don't forget to share this video. And we will see you next time. And remember, do maintenance on your marriage. Make sure you do chores on your marriage. Make sure you don't have to say to each other, what have you done for me lately? Well, what have you done lately? Lately, you've been taking care of business. Lately, you've been doing the maintenance. Lately, you've been doing the chores. And now look at you guys. Some of y'all get married 20. Some of y'all been married 30. Some of y'all been married 40. Some of y'all been married 50. And some of y'all been married more than 50 years because you kept up the maintenance. You kept up the chores. And you never said to each other, what have you done for me lately? Because you guys are always thinking about each other. You're always thankful for each other. And you always keep each other in your thought process. Thank you and have a good day.